The court-appointed special advocates for children started in Cherokee County by two women who were particularly passionate about children who had experienced abuse or neglect because of a very personal experience. They had both fostered and adopted children from the foster care system. So they were very interested in seeing advocates in the courtrooms and in the community for children who had experienced abuse or neglect. So that's Pam Collins and Mary Migliaro. And they were the ones who did all the research and brought it to Cherokee County.
Well, in 1986, I was appointed as the juvenile court judge of the Blue Ridge Judicial Circuit. Juvenile court back then had a lot of players: Department of Family and Children's Services, you had families coming in, you had confidentiality requirements, the mothers and fathers that were involved in abuse and neglect cases, and law enforcement was involved, but nobody really spoke for the children. A lot of times they weren't even witnesses in the case. And so there was a hole there, a gap there, and you realized in hearing a case that there was a lack of information to make a fair decision. And so we needed somebody to speak. The players realized there was somebody looking over their shoulder. The truth, whatever the truth is, was there to be found out and presented, and that there was another voice to be presented in court that the judge was going to hear, and that was very important.
I'm most proud of what we've done since I've been on the board is the creation of the Children's Haven and the purchase of this building, and to be able to provide services to families that desperately needed it. I think it's real important for children to have relationships with all parents as much as possible, and this allowed that to happen and to assist the courts.
If you think about the business community's support of initially CASA and then the Children's Haven, it's something that should have always been there. Maybe we just weren't aware as a community of business people the importance of getting involved in the lives of those children that need us and don't even realize necessarily that they do. So I think back about joining the chamber team in '91 and fast forwarding to now and how much our community has changed, and Cherokee County is truly a community. But if you think about that, how much this community has changed in those 33 years and what the needs of the now Children's Haven are, it was just the right thing to do for the business community to come together to make a difference in the lives of those young minds that will sit at our boardroom tables, they'll run our businesses, and they will be the people that will be giving back to organizations just like this.
Keep up the good work. Keep going and keep participating and tell others about the program, and I appreciate everything that you do.
I would like to thank our CASA volunteers. I think we've probably got the best of any place. And I think they're so dedicated and do such a great job. And as Judge Gober spoke earlier, how important they are to the criminal justice system, the court system. And I think also I want to thank the staff here, because they're the ones that keep these CASAs coming back. We've had very low turnover rate while I've been on the board of CASAs. I think it's real important.
The CASA volunteers that give of their heart for the futures of children, which they have no vested interest in, amaze me, they delight me, they change the lives of children every single day. It is incredible the lengths that volunteers have gone to make sure that children have their needs met. I love seeing the progress that children make once they come into care. They get an advocate, they have services that meet their needs. But more than that, I love walking alongside of volunteers who give of their heart, they give of their time, and make sure that children are able to have a bright and happy future.